Hey guys! Today we're going to be taking a look at the Patagonia Refugio, which is a 28-liter kind of all-purpose adventure backpack. And I've had my eye on this one for a while. After reviewing the 32-liter Black Hole pack from Patagonia, I was curious to see what they would offer in a smaller, kind of more daily focused bag. And I've been testing this one out for the past couple of weeks, and so far it's been a really great experience. The bag has been very comfortable to wear. It has a solid build quality. I really like all the organizational options that it has, and it also offers a nice amount of space. So I'm really excited to share it with you guys. And with all that being said, let's go ahead and jump in. Starting off with the outside of the bag, I really like the overall aesthetic. This definitely has a little bit more of an outdoorsy and technical feel just due to the webbing and all the different pockets that it has, but I like how it looks. It still feels like it's gonna blend in to many different environments, whether you're taking this around the city, into an office, or particularly for going outdoors on a hike or something like that. And then the bag is offered in a few different colors. The version that I have here is a Mojave Khaki is what I believe it's called on the site. That's blended with a little bit of navy, but it's also offered in an all black and a gray. So I like the variety of colors that Patagonia offers. And then moving into the materials, the bag has a solid build quality. On the outside, it's made out of a 630D nylon mixture. Some of it is recycled and some of it is just a more traditional nylon, but it feels like it's gonna hold up well to rougher usage and also offer a nice amount of weather resistance. And then on top of that, the bag also has some nice YKK zippers all throughout that seem to offer a nice amount of protection as well. So overall, it definitely feels like a bag that's gonna be with you for many years to come. And then continuing along the outside, on the front, you have this webbing here that's going to be great for attaching additional accessories with something like a carabiner. Currently what I have here is just my hero clip that I like to have with me to hang my bag up. But it's really nice how many different options are offered here if you want to clip on something like your shoes or anything that doesn't fit on the inside of the bag. And then I was really happy to see that the bag has two external water bottle pockets. And so currently what I have in here is the same insulated water bottle that you've seen in a lot of my other daily bag videos. And that fit in there really comfortably. And these pockets offer a nice amount of space. They have good elasticity. So if you have something a little bit thicker, it should be able to fit in here okay. And it also has a nice amount of depth. So if you want to put something a little bit taller, you won't really have to worry about it falling out. And then in addition to the elasticity offered here, it's also nice to have these compression straps on the side that are going to help you attach anything that's a little bit taller and to also compress the bag down when it's not quite as full. And then jumping into the capacity, the bag comes in at about 28 liters, which is a really versatile size in my opinion. I was easily able to hold all the items that I normally like to carry with me on my day-to-day. And 28 liters is a little bit of a larger size for a daily carry bag, but I like that it doesn't really get that big, even when it's a little bit more packed out. The bag does have a pretty deep volume, so it can tend to stick out just a little bit, but I still found that it didn't get so big that it would be uncomfortable to walk around crowded areas or jump onto public transit. Continuing on with the straps and the back paneling, so far the bag has been really comfortable to wear. I really like how the straps have been implemented here. They have a nice amount of padding, they're pretty thick, and then on the inside they have this meshy material to help prevent moisture from building up. And then I also really like that the straps have a nice width to help prevent the bag from digging into your shoulders even when it's a little bit more packed out. And then on the straps you also have this adjustable and removable sternum strap to help distribute the weight. Moving into the back paneling, this has also felt really comfortable. It has a nice amount of padding and the same meshy material that we saw on the straps. One thing that I will mention here, however, is that there's not a whole lot of elevation here to create much airflow, so your back can tend to get a little bit sweatier while you're wearing this throughout the day. And then jumping into the organizational options, this is an area where the bag really shines in my opinion. It has a ton of great pockets and they're all very usable. So starting off with this one on the front, it has this large quick access area here that has sort of a duffel style opening, similar to what we've seen in bags such as the Air Fit Pack 2 or the 3V Shield backpack. And so opening this up, it's a nice big opening to make it very easy to see everything that's in this compartment. And this compartment offers a pretty decent amount of space. One thing that you'll notice as we dive into it is that there's not a whole lot of internal organization, so everything is just kind of floating around. But jumping in, the first thing I have here is my Ray-Ban sunglasses with their case. And then I also have my Apple Magic Mouse. And then next to that, I have my Matador Nano Dry Shower Towel. And then down near the bottom, I also have my GoPro Hero 3 Plus And then I also have just a small lightning cable to charge my tablet and my phone. So a lot of stuff here, and even with those items in there, the compartment wasn't super packed out, so this would also be a great spot to throw something like a jacket or a notebook, anything that you want to be able to grab a little bit more quickly. But it would have been great to have seen some maybe slip pockets in here to just make it a little bit easier to take full advantage of the compartment, as when you're wearing it, everything tends to slide all the way down to the bottom. But besides that, really love the implementation and space offered here. The next area that we're going to take a look at is a slightly larger kind of admin area that has some nice internal organization, and this has a pretty nice wide opening to make it very easy to see everything that's on the inside. And so this is actually a pretty deep compartment. It goes all the way down to the bottom of the bag, so if you have something a little bit taller or larger that you want to store in here, you'll have plenty of capacity to do so. Because of all the space offered in the other compartments of the bag, it's not quite as packed out for me here, but I did have some space to toss in my air dop kit, particularly if I wanted to use this for minimal travel. It's nice to have this extra bit of space here. And so now with that compartment a little bit emptier, you can see just how much volume is provided here. It comes up a nice amount. This would also be a great spot to maybe put a pair of shoes or a smaller packing cube. And then up near the top, you just have a few simple organizational options. So on the left, you have this large mesh slip pocket here, and I really like the use of mesh to make it very easy to see what's on the inside. And then I really like the size of it too. It's a taller compartment, so it's going to be great for larger accessories such as this Blue Pot portable Bluetooth speaker and power bank that I have here. It was able to fit very easily, but this might also be a great spot to put a phone. And then in this compartment, you also have a small clip that's going to be a great spot to attach something like your keys or a multi-tool. And then next to that, we just have another small mesh zippered pocket, and I really like that this actually has a zipper, particularly for any smaller items that you want to store and you don't want just kind of floating around, particularly if the bag falls over or something like that. And this also has a nice amount of space. You can see that it goes about the length of my fingers, and I just use this compartment here to store some of the smaller items that I didn't have anywhere else to place. So I just have a stylus that I use with my tablet, and then I also have my simple nail clipper. And then I also threw in my Gerber dime multi-tool. So just really like these simple and effective organizational options offered here, and then just the distribution of space in this area compared to the other two compartments. I love that even though I have items in each area of the bag, I'm still able to take really good advantage of the capacity offered here. And then the last area that we're going to be taking a look at is the main compartment, and this is a top loading bag, but I like that the zippers come down a decent amount to make it easy to see what's on the inside and to be able to take full advantage of the capacity offered here. And so this is a 28-liter bag, as I mentioned earlier, and I love how much space this provides. Even with the items that I normally carry with me, there was plenty of capacity here, even for larger items. And so jumping in, the first thing that I have here is my Beats Studio wireless headphones with their case. And then I have a few pouches down here near the bottom. So first up, I have my Maxpedition pouch that has some of my smaller EDC items. And then next to that, I have my Bellroy Classic pouch that has some of my smaller tech accessories, dongles and cables and things like that. And then behind those pouches, I also have a full-size Moleskine notebook. And then the last thing that I currently have here is my Levitate portable standing desk, which fits in there very easily. Now with the compartment empty, you can get a better look at the inside, and I really like how much this comes up. There's plenty of volume here, and so because this is a little bit of a larger capacity bag, I wanted to see how well it would work for minimal travel. So I'm gonna go ahead and toss in my larger double-sided and compressible packing cube here that has some of my larger clothing items such as my jeans and my shirts, and that fits in there really comfortably. And then I have a little bit of leftover space at the top, so I'll actually go ahead and toss in my air dop kit here, and then I can close this compartment up really easily. It's not overpacked or anything like that. And then on the front, because of the volume offered in this front quick access area, I can also toss in an additional smaller packing cube that has my socks and t-shirts and things like that. And then I can close this up, and then the bag is set to travel for at least a long weekend, maybe even a week-long trip, depending on how minimally I was packing. So just really love the versatility of this size and how much it can end up holding without looking that big. And then the last thing that we're going to take a look at in this main area is the tablet and laptop sleeve. So starting off with the tablet area, I really like that it has a dedicated sleeve for your tablet. Currently what I have in here is my iPad mini, but this would definitely be able to hold up to a full-size 10-inch tablet. Probably not something like an iPad Pro. One of the 12-inch versions would be a little bit big for this, but for pretty much any other standard tablet, it should work okay. And this sleeve has an okay amount of padding. It's a little bit on the thinner side, but I like that it has this soft fleece lining on the inside to help prevent against scratching. And then moving into the laptop compartment, I like that it has this clip to kind of help keep your laptop secured, particularly when you place the bag down, so you can loosen this up really easily. And this is going to be able to hold up to a 15-inch laptop. Currently what I have here is my 13-inch MacBook Pro, but you can see how much leftover space there is here. And the sleeve itself, similar to the tablet sleeve, it's a little bit thin. It's not as well padded as I would like to see for a laptop sleeve, and it also doesn't have the fleece lining that the tablet sleeve has, which would have been a nice addition, but this sleeve is actually suspended off the bottom of the ground, so that is gonna help add some protection if you happen to place your bag down a little bit harder. And so pulling my laptop out, now with the compartment empty, you can get a better look at the inside, and I really like how much this comes up, so if you happen to have a thicker device, it should be able to fit in here okay. So overall, although I wish this would have been a little bit thicker and more padded, it still feels like my device is going to be pretty well protected as I'm walking around throughout the day. And then a nice bonus with this sleeve here is that it's also hydration bladder compatible, so it also has this opening here near the top where you can thread a nozzle through if you want to use this for a hike or something like that. So just a really nice, simple and effective layout in this main area and throughout the rest of the bag. Really versatile, and if you're looking for a durable bag that's going to offer tons of organizational options and space, then this is going to be a great option to check out. And so to wrap up, it's been a really great experience testing out the Patagonia Refugio over the past couple of weeks. The bag has been very comfortable to wear, it has a great build quality, I really like all the organizational options that it has, and it also offers a nice amount of space. And so I was able to purchase this on REI for about $98, and I think you're able to get it for a pretty similar price point on Patagonia's site, Amazon, or other sites such as Backcountry. And to me, this is a really reasonable price considering the features and build quality that the bag has to offer, and it also compares really well to other similar bags in this price range. And so as I was testing this out, the first bag that this made me think of was the Fjallraven Raven 28, which I've talked about a lot on the channel. That's one of my favorite kind of all-purpose bags. It also has a little bit more of an outdoorsy vibe. It has plenty of great organizational options and a similar capacity to this. It also comes in at about 28 liters and it comes in at a similar price point. So if you're looking for a bag that has maybe a little bit more of a heritage style vibe, and that also offers a little bit better laptop protection, that's gonna be a great option to check out. The next bag this made me think of is the Tortuga Set Out Laptop Backpack, which is one of my favorite all-purpose bags. That is a very solidly built bag. It has one of the most comfortable harness systems that I've tested out, and it comes in a little bit of a higher price point than this at around $120, but it's gonna offer just plenty of space. It's a little bit smaller than this, coming in at 25 liters, but because of the clamshell style layout that it has, it's able to hold a ton. I really love using that bag for minimal travel, and if you're looking for something kind of with this style, but that's gonna offer just a little bit of a different organizational layout and a little bit more comfort, then that's gonna be one of the best options to take a look at. Another bag this made me think of is the Topo Designs Global Briefcase 3-Day, which is a really versatile bag. You can use it as a backpack, a briefcase, or a shoulder bag. It also has a little bit more of an outdoorsy vibe, but it's still pretty professional, so if you're looking for something that can be used maybe for an office setting, that's gonna be a really great option. It also comes in at a little bit of a higher price point, but it's gonna hold up very well to rougher usage, and I really like that because of the simpler layout that that bag has, it can hold quite a bit of stuff without getting too big. So if you're looking for something that's gonna work great for business travel while still having this sort of aesthetic, then that's gonna be a great option to keep in mind. And then the last option that I'll mention here, if you have a little bit of a higher budget and you're looking for something that's gonna have more of a modern aesthetic, is the Air Tech Pack 2, which we looked at recently. And that is a very, very solid tech bag. It has an awesome organizational layout, a really solid build quality, tons of weather resistance. I really like the protection that that offers for your laptop, and I just really like its overall aesthetic. The bag is also super comfortable to wear, so again, if you're just looking for something that's gonna have a more modern or maybe professional aesthetic and that's gonna offer a nice amount of capacity and organization, then that's gonna be a great option to keep in mind as well. With that being said, the Patagonia Refugio holds up really well against all those bags, and if you're looking for something that's gonna offer a great build quality, plenty of space, and a really nice organizational layout, then this is gonna be a great option to check out. And I'm definitely curious to hear what you guys think of this bag, and if there are any similar options that you think I should feature on the channel. As always, please let me know in the comments. And I want to thank you for watching and supporting the channel, and if you found this video helpful, please give us a like, and if you haven't already, please go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss any upcoming videos, and we'll see you in the next one.
you.